Hey everyone, welcome to our 7th Facilitator update of the school year. We have no new schools to welcome. However, I have some really awesome facts to share with you. Just a side note, I know today is March 28th, but I did pull this data on March 20th. So it's about a week old, so there may be some fluctuations in the data from the 20th until today. We still have 30 schools participating, this time with 190 students registered. 163 of them are active students, which are registered students, subtracting out the non-starters. Of those 163 students, we have 126 participating in math, 82 in English, and 45 in math and English. Some schools are interested in seeing how their schools are stacking up against all the schools. So for Korean math, the average pretest score is 25.68, reading is 76%, and writing is 74%. The average post-test for those who have completed them for math are 92.75, reading 78, and writing 81%. Schools are also interested in how their school is stacking against the all schools for the average course score. So the average course score in math currently is 87%, and English, which we know is a combination of reading and writing, is 88%. Of the 126 students participating in math, we now have 5 students who have successfully completed and passed. And of the 82 students participating in Korean English, we have 13 who have successfully completed and passed. I know I talked about the submission of final grades last time, but I think it deserves an additional talk about submission of final grades. So once you've verified that the student has successfully completed each assigned module with a 70% or greater, the student has successfully completed their final post-test with a 70% or greater, you're ready to input their grade on their transcripts. You will want to use the student's cumulative CREAM course percentage as their CREAM score on their transcript. Note that the pretest is not inclusive of this because the pretest is the path builder that helps us decide what students still need to master. So how can we find their cumulative grade in the My Learning Lab? Once you're there, click on Manage Grades, then Export Data, and then Advanced. You'll see that I've written down some of the different selections from each part. I would suggest using reading and math skills all together as you click through, just because we use the averages of both of them together to create their English score. Once you get to the score prompt, after selecting all for the pretest and then unchecking the pretest, the path builder, and mastery check, as well as the module mastery, all of those items are not included in the 70% in order to move to the next module. Leave their scores as included attempt only, choose percent format to their score format, leave rounded values, check the box for weighted average, and then request the export. Note that if a student takes the pretest and earns a 70% or greater on the writing and or reading, they still need to take the post-test, as this counts towards their Korean English overall cumulative score. English is composed of the average of both the reading and writing scores, and some housekeeping. If you've completed your training and have not received an email from me requesting a W-9 so you can receive your training stipend, please let me know so I can get this to you and you can get your training stipend payment. If you are going to implement CREAM and is above and beyond your contractual duties as a teacher, you may be eligible for another stipend at the end of the semester. However, I will need a letter stating as such from your supervisor, along with an explanation of your duties that were required to implement. Please have this to me no later than April 30th so that I can request these payments in a timely manner for you. If your school is intending on offering CREAM for the 2018-2019 school year, You will need to fill out another high school proposal form, which I've included in the email where you've gotten this presentation. You can start filling them out and sending them in at any time. Note that if you've already completed the training, you will not need to complete an additional training come August again, only if your school is having facilitator switching or new facilitators where those new facilitators will need the training. So if you're a current school, you'll still need to fill out that form, and again, it's attached in your email. I hope that you all have a very happy Easter, and we will chat with you during our next facilitator update towards the end of April.